So what was funny to us was like there was this post that kind of went viral after it was like a repost of the 4 shooters, and somebody was like, "Oh, they're making hood EDM now." No, we bringing it to light, like.
What up, world? What up, world? We back for another episode of Infinite Vibes. Let's clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I am DJ Moran, the man. Top Flow B-Lex is in the building.
B-Lex checking in.
Absolutely,
What's up, brother?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored. How you?
Man, I can't complain. I feel good.
Yeah,
we grateful.
We are very grateful.
I kind of got like a boost of energy. You know, we got this queen sitting right next to us.
Man, this superstar queen that you actually put me on too, man. And it's wild because we was joking behind the cameras and behind the scenes, but we sincerely think, we know that this woman is really about to blow the hell up.
100%.
And we're just going to keep our fingers crossed that she remembers us when it all happens.
Right.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people and break. You got to get closer to the mic. You got to get closer.
What's up, y'all? It's Maleigh Zan.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Hey.
Come on.
That's what's up.
On the scale of 1 to 10, how you feeling?
I feel probably an 11.
An 11.
Okay, you over the
That's
top.
an angel number.
I'm through the roof. I feel great. I feel really good to be here.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You've been on this amazing run right now. Like, you've been going to city to city. You went to LA, went to South by Southwest.
Hanging out with Timberland.
Yeah, hanging out with Timberland.
Shit.
And you got some other OGs reaching out to you. Like, how are you soaking all this up? Like, how is this feeling for you?
Honestly, it's moving fast, but it's not anything that I can't keep up with. Like, it feels like it's all happening at the right time. We always talk about it with my team. It just feels like divine timing brought everything together. We've been working hard. We know we deserve it. So it's like it's God's plan. So I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what's next.
Yeah.
This is only one song, bro.
One song.
Yeah, literally.
It's wild.
One song, like
musically
one
speaking,
song.
you are definitely a breath of fresh air.
Thank you.
Even like being on the For Shooters channel is like, we know what they're used to content wise. We're not
Right.
trying to diss none of the
Yeah.
artists, but
Right.
it's like, the stuff that you dropped, it was just like a breath of fresh air. Like,
Different.
what is
Thank you.
this?
I appreciate it.
It's like tasting ranch dressing for the first time. Like,
Right.
what in the world? Like, Jesus Christ, like my world just blew up. So you're from Savannah.
Yeah,
And
originally.
originally from Savannah. And the thing about Savannah musically, I don't think there's ever been like an artist of your caliber to come out of
Right,
Savannah.
yeah.
Savannah, RIP Camouflage,
R.I.P.
Yeah, RIP Camouflage. What's my guy? Quando Rondo, like
Shit,
street
Flage?
stuff.
Yeah.
Just street
Love him.
stuff.
Flage
But-
still from there.
Yeah, Flage, absolutely. I'm tripping. But
I'm from Savannah, but I grew up here.
In
Oh.
Atlanta.
Yeah. So I came here when I was like 8, with my mom and my twin sister. And
You got a twin?
Yeah.
are we talking?
Okay.
Wait, so we talking to you or we talking to your sister?
I don't know. Maleigh was sick today, not playing.
For sure.
Identical?
Fraternal.
Fraternal?
Yeah,
Okay.
so you would have known.
All
But
Because sometimes they still be looking alike.
For sure.
yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, we moved here when I was about 8 years old. It was just me, my mom, and my sister.
What side did you come up on?
My mom's side.
No, I'm like, what side of Atlanta?
Oh, okay.
My mama raised me.
Right. I'm saying on that.
Mama made me.
I got good family values, damn it. My family loves me. Yeah.
We were raised in like the Cobb County area,
Okay,
like
Northside.
Smyrna, Marietta area.
That's a good area.
I went to school at Campbell High School. I don't know if you know.
We
where
know.
Yeah.
We know who that
Okay.
yeah.
That's one of the best high schools.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
I love Campbell. I loved growing up there. But yeah, I want to say like music really started taking a hold of me. Like, I mean, I've been doing music and surrounded by music forever. But I really started getting into it. I want to say about like 3 years ago.
Wow.
And that's when me and all my team were put together. And the first song we did was actually Gag. So that was the first song I ever recorded like professionally.
The first ever record professionally.
Yeah.
So that means you got more
with
hits.
the team. Yeah.
You got more hits.
Yeah, we
You got
did.
a job. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
We're basically like almost done with our album. So
Okay.
we're just waiting for everything to come out.
So are you going to drop the album? Because recently you've been doing like label visits and stuff. Are
Right,
you
yeah.
thinking about going with the label to drop it or just independently?
So I'm signed now. I got signed a couple weeks ago to Gamma.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's the home of Sexy Red.
Yeah.
I hope they don't change you, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope they don't. But Gamma, they doing their thing.
Yeah, I have so much love for them. They're really like family.
Yeah, they doing their thing.
Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
And I think Meek Mill and Rick Ross dropped their collab album through them too.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
lit.
yeah, I think they did. That makes makes sense. I think Rick Ross is also with Gamma.
Okay.
But yeah, they're great. I feel really connected with them. It was such like a crazy experience to have going to New York, doing the New York run, doing the LA run, meeting all the labels. It was so insane.
You was in the room, so you playing the music. What,
Yeah.
You looking at their faces,
yeah,
like
dancing, like everything. Have you seen that Meek Mill? Wait, it's not Meek Mill. It's
Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda. That's exactly what it's like. Like that's exactly what it's like.
Classic.
But yeah, it was cool. It was such a great experience, and I know that I'm only gonna have that experience once, like getting signed to a label, going into the meetings and everything like that. So it was definitely worth it, and it was stressful, but eventually we found our label home.
Damn,
so.
Hot Rod strikes again. Hot Rod strikes again.
Not
baby.
for real.
Hot Rod strikes again. Shout out Hot Rod family in the building. Shout out to Hot Rod.
he's
Hot
the
Rod
best.
strikes again, David. Boy,
He's the best for sure.
Goodness gracious, goodness
Wow.
gracious. So, seeing how actually creating music professionally is new. Not doing music, but like actually like being professional.
Right.
That's new. What is your creative process like? Because you look like an artist. You just look like this is what you're supposed to be doing. So what is it like for you to, once you really get in your groove? Because I asked that because for you to drop one song and for it to go, viral, and no shade to anybody, but the song is like actually good.
right.
Thank you.
like it's a good record.
A good viral, good song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not crazy. You didn't go viral for the wrong reasons.
Right. Yeah.
So.
That would be terrible. But my creative process is more just like not really rushing anything or going into something thinking that like I have to make a hit or I have to I go in with intention, but it's more of just like how I'm feeling that day or what's been on my mind or like what I feel like I want to make a song about. And then it helps having like a really great team behind me because it doesn't feel like so much pressure for me to just like figure out what I'm gonna write or what all I'm gonna talk about. Like we all write together, we all are in it together, and it's just like they're my family, so it makes me feel comfortable and it makes me feel like I can express the rawest parts of myself and just be vulnerable with them and not be afraid to share any ideas or anything. So it really makes it easier because I know that artists, when they're starting off, they have to go into rooms that they don't really know people and like a lot of the time it's just them by themselves. But like I came into it with a team and like with a family. So it really like I just feel so blessed. Like I would never take credit like being here by myself. I couldn't have done it by myself. So
I love that. So that means your foundation is strong.
Yeah.
Because you see it. Like being in a professional setting, you see that people be by themselves and they got new people writing the songs and that's not really their creative direction.
Like,
yeah.
That's how you lose yourself. You start hearing so many voices and you don't even like know your own at that point. So it's like I'm grateful to have people supporting me in my voice and no one like telling me what to do, and if they're suggesting something, then we talk about it and we meet in the middle, or if I don't like it, then they're like, okay, let's go on to the next thing. Right. So it's always like really, it's just a blessing overall.
Yeah.
What is it like for you dealing with industry men? Because how old are you?
22.
22, because you're still young.
Right.
So they see you. How are you like, how are you navigating through that? And you're pretty.
That's a
like,
good question.
Yeah.
I would say like it's not really new for me because like I've lived in LA, like I've lived here, like you live in these cities and you kind of get the gist of it a little bit if you're like in a creative space or like you have friends that are already creative, you kind of it's a small world, so you kind of are already dealing with those types of people. And I think I just paid a lot of attention. I was just super aware of like parties I was at or somebody I was talking to who said that they did this, and this. I'm just like, oh, yeah, okay.
This like, the last time I'm hanging out with you?
Like, I don't really care.
I can get you signed. I can get you in the studio with Drake, bro. I can get you in the studio with Drake.
She see the red flag.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not about any of that shit. Like, it's just.
So you're not about the industry shit?
For me. No, like, I can tell, and I'm so blessed, like, to have this just like radar when it comes to people. I can tell when somebody's on some bullshit, like, I have people in my life who like can kind of be the buffer, like, so I don't have to always deal with that type of shit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's why I love my team so much, because anybody who wants to get to me, they have to go through them first.
I love that.
So
you need that barrier.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes me feel safe. I don't have to waste my breath. Like, it's great.
Because it's creepy in the industry. Like,
it's so
it's
creepy.
like you praise, especially as a woman. Like, it's different.
It is.
Like,
it really is. So
It's tough for us too.
I just be praying for the other.
Y'all be getting prayed on. I feel like men do get prayed on too.
They do.
For real.
For real. Hey.
They do.
But y'all don't look at it like women do. Like,
for sure.
Y'all don't.
Can't relate.
You're not as vulnerable like as women when it comes to saying, "Hey, I got taken advantage of." Like,
right.
So I just feel like that's something that we should talk about more, because
for sure.
other women coming behind you, they might be experiencing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I think what people need to understand is they don't have to, like, if somebody says that they're gonna promise you something, just know, like, there's a sacrifice you have to make, like, to get that.
Free.
They're not
that
doing
part.
it just because, like, obviously, like, there's people out there who will do something because they believe in you.
Right.
And I'm thankful that I have those types of people in my life, like Timberland. He's in our creative process, and he's doing everything just out of love. Like, he didn't ask me to sign with him. He didn't ask for no money, like nothing. Like, he truly believes in me. So, and that's a rare thing.
Amazing,
like, that's
right.
a rare thing. So I would just say, like, for girls and artists who are coming up, to just be like super aware and just listen to your inner voice, because it's like it's hard to tell sometimes. And sometimes you have to go through something to know, but yeah.
That's true. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for sharing that.
course.
And, you know, if something like that were to happen, we apologize on behalf of all the real ones in the world, because we, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. That's not cool. Excuse me. I apologize. That's not cool.
Yeah.
At all.
But
So I would like to ask, because there have been a lot of talks in the music business about like a shift. Like a lot of people feel like there's about to be like a shift in sound, a shift in
there
sonics.
should be.
Talk about
There
it. Why you
needs
feel
to
like?
be.
Why? Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it.
I don't know. I think music is just at this place right now where it's like kind of in limbo. Like, I don't know. I'll hear the radio sometimes, not intentionally. Like, if I'm out of town, I'm in an Uber or something, they're playing the radio, and I hear like music. I'll hear like Britney Spears. I'll hear like, I don't really hear a lot of the music that I'll hear on social media, or like the new wave music that's coming in. And so I'm like, what's going on? Are they trying to push like this new wave? And I think the new wave is just more about like being creative and not being like just trying to subject yourself to like what's gonna be a hit, like major, like a pop. And mainly it's like pop, because that's mainly what you hear on the radio.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like people are afraid to, or people were afraid to make music that was just like, they felt like people weren't gonna
like outside of that box, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so they're just playing it safe. But now I feel like more people are just like, okay, I don't really give a fuck, and let's create something new. Let's create something that nobody's ever heard before. Like, let's mix genres. Like, let's just have fun, because at the end of the day, that's what music is supposed to be about.
Creating.
It's supposed to be about
if it's
creating.
good, it's good.
Right.
You know, like we said earlier, like you know, for shooters, we respect what they do for the culture. They're
right.
dope.
Yeah.
But, you know, content wise, a lot of the type of artists that be on there, you know,
Right,
like we know what it is. So the fact that they were even willing to take a chance on you,
right,
post
shipping
like,
that change.
You know, there's you gotta take your hat off.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm so grateful for AZ and everybody on the team. But yeah, I think now, like, for me, it's more just about like what I was telling you about my creative process, just having fun, going into it, feeling what I feel, and sharing that. And if people relate, if people want to get down with it, then they can. And most of my music is fun. Like, all of my music is dance music.
Right.
We want to, our biggest goal is to make people dance again. And that's my biggest goal. Like, I want to see people dancing. I want to see people having fun. We're in a crazy time in the world right now. We don't know if tomorrow is our last day. Like, the apocalypse is among us.
Right.
So I think that, like, we should really just be spending our time having a good time and dancing and
just living life.
Just let us feel the music.
Like, and that's what GAG gave me. It gave me like fun. You feel confident about yourself. So we can expect that type of music from you, just like house, rap, blended, all that. Like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so basically my album is like a house, like R&B, like rap album. So it's like a mix, but it's mainly like dance. So, but at the end of the day, like it's house.
Right.
So what was funny to us is like there was this post that kind of went viral after it was like a repost of the 4 Shooters, and somebody was like, "Oh, they're making hood EDM now." No, we bringing it to light, like, and a lot of people don't know that EDM was basically started by Black people.
I was about to say,
EDM.
it did start like that,
disco, all that.
Right.
Electronic, all that. Because they use it's like no words, but then they'll use like a hook or something we said that was catchy.
Right.
And it'll just repeat over and over and over. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're really just trying to bring that like back as far as like being in the Black community, because I think EDM has like shifted mainly towards the white community, and like that's cool because like whatever, but remember like
it started
right.
This is how it started.
But I do think that it's gonna be a major shift, and I'm really excited for it. I'm really happy to be a part of the movement.
You're the future EDM. That is so
you.
hard. All that house,
excited.
all of that.
I'm very curious to know too, because you're working with Timberland.
Mm-hmm.
And, we all know who he's worked with. But how do you feel knowing that you're about to help him with this new wave and this new generation? Because in a lot of ways, I think it's safe to say that you might give him another shot in the sense of like reintroducing himself again. Like, hey guys, like all this Aaliyah stuff y'all love, that was me. All this Justin Timberlake stuff, that was me. But I'm back.
Yeah.
So how's that feel for you?
I'm really excited because I think it really just goes back to like old school teaching new school teaching old school.
There we go.
And I think that's where the transaction comes through. It's just like knowledge. Right. Knowledge is just so priceless. So I think that's really what's the most important thing about our relationship is just seeing where we can fit our pieces together and make something happen. And I think it's going to be really great. Like I'm working with one of the greatest producers in the world. Like,
that is hard.
It's
it is a different lane to what he's normally at, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like one thing that stood out to me, what you just said, was it's about, old school teaching the new.
Right.
Michael Jackson had to learn from Quincy.
That part.
Yeah, exactly.
Vice versa.
And
this is how it goes.
And, Bow Wow had to learn from JD.
Yeah.
JD had to learn from Berry Gordy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had to learn from somebody.
Right.
Yeah, it gets passed down. And one day I'll be teaching somebody.
That is so dope.
And I think that's the most exciting part for me is like just the process of it and gaining the knowledge and just knowing that when I'm older that I'll be able to have all these experiences and be able to pass it to somebody else and so on.
And it's gonna happen. Yes. Is Timberland executive producing, or he just like you producing a lot of tracks with him?
So we have a producer who does all of our tracks. His name is Dom, but Timberland, he's just coming in. Like he'll probably come in on a few tracks, but we're just gonna see what.
So Dom, he produced GAG.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Dom. Hey, shout out to Dom. Is Dom a male or female?
A male.
Shout out to Dom. Where you at, bro? Pull up
I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
So it's Dom and Rocky.
Shout out to Rocky too. Shout out to Rocky. Shout out to
both
Rocky.
of them.
That's what's up.
But
they both men.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Family.
That's hard.
Well, congratulations. Go ahead.
Right. Now I'm just going to say the same thing. We can't wait to see how all this unfolds.
Me too.
Like, this is so dope.
Me too.
You got our support.
We definitely feel like we're sitting in the presence of the next thing. Like, this is exciting. And we've had a lot of those on our show. We've had a lot of, like, you came, you saw us, and then, the numbers changed.
I'll be back.
You be back? Pull it up. All right. We going to hold you to that. That's
I got you guys.
That's what's up.
Well, in closing, we always just like to encourage our guests to provide positive words of affirmation. So what are some more advice, more gems that you can provide to the people, Queen?
I would say, I think this is like, people think that it's corny, but it's not at all. But your dreams are never too big. And don't let anybody tell you that. Just keep going. No matter how hard something feels, you just have to keep pushing. You just have to keep going. If you feel it in your heart, if you feel it in your body, and you know it's for you, you just have to keep going. And then one day it'll just be there. Right. And you'll be so happy that you did the work.
That's right. Wise words. I love it.
Wise words from a beautiful, talented soul. This girl is definitely on her way to being one of the next big things in the music business.
That's right.
And we're just excited to just see it happen. You know,
Thank
shout
you
out.
So much.
Absolutely. Hey.
You know she gonna do it.
For sure. And we also got a shout out for Tahara one more time. Tahara, man. My dog is out here, bro.
And her beautiful mom, Chasia.
Hey, mama.
Yeah, she kept looking over there.
Oh, my God.
She kept looking over there. That's her mom.
Oh, I thought she was like one of them.
No, that's my mom.
Oh, my bad. I thought she was like one of them industry people. My bad, but wow. I would have never thought that was your mom. That's wow.
Yeah.
You look. Oh, man, I'm sorry. All right. Okay.
Yep.
Well, hey, give our listeners the social media one more time before we wrap, Queen.
My Instagram is Maleigh Zan, Twitter Maleigh Zan, TikTok Maleigh Zan, YouTube Maleigh Zan.
Hey. Infinite Vibes. Miranda, man. Top Flow B-Lex.
Yeah.
Zan is in the building.